Okay, so today I'm going to go over mean, median, mode, and range, and variance, and how you find them, given a set of data. So start off with a couple of formulas. We have mean. That's going to be the sum of your data set over your number of values, right? So then you have median. And there's actually two different formulas for median. Median is really just the middle point of the data, but just so you have a variable tied to it, a formula, you're going to have n plus 1 over 2 the to the th, pretty much. And then so that formula is going to be for your odd, like if n is odd, and then your other one is going to be n over 2 plus n over 2 plus 1, and then both of those are to the th, all over 2. And then that is going to be if your data, if n is an even number. So then you have mode. That is just the number that appears the most. That appears most, right? I don't know how well you can see this, but and then range is going to be the biggest, so x max minus x min. So that is the biggest value of x minus the least value of min, and that is your range value. And then finally for variance, you have, it's going to be the sum of every value of x minus x bar squared over n minus 1. And all your x bar is, that is just the mean of your data. So whenever you find your mean, you have your x bar number. So let's do an example, right? That's, I guess, the next thing to hop into. So we're going to find, let's do that right quick, find mean, median, mode, range, and variance of x. And x is going to equal 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 14. So if we count all these out, we can find n really quickly here. So you have n is the number of points you have. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So n equals 7. So let's find the mean. Mean equals, we go back up to our formula up here, the sum of x over n. So we're going to do 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10 plus 11 plus 14. That's the sum of x, all over n, which is 7. And when you do, we can put all that in the calculator, and when you do all of that, it is going to equal, you're going to have 63 over 7, and that equals 9. So 9 is your mean for this data set. So next we'll go to median. So normally for median, you would want to put your data set in order from least to biggest, but since this was given to us in that, you don't have to. So really your median, I can tell you right off the bat, is going to be this, because that is your middle value. So because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 3 values on either side. So your median is 9. But just to plug it into a formula so we see, you have 7 plus 1 over 2 to the th, right? I got that from right here. And that's going to equal 8 over 2, which equals 4th, which is this means your fourth value. So then you could say that equals x4, and then that equals 9. Or just 9. You can just count from the middle. Your mode. So this is where it gets interesting. So since this data set only has one, there's one of every single number, they're all equal. So this data set actually has no mode. So that makes it easy. Next is going to be range. Remember, range is the max value of x minus the minimum value of x. So we go to your max value, which is 14, and then subtract it by your min value, which is 5. And then that's going to equal... My quick math is terrible, sorry. That equals 9 as well. So it's kind of just a coincidence that everything in here equals 9. It won't normally be like this. And then finally, variance. So remember, our variance is the sum of every value of x minus x bar squared. So to do this, we would do something like, you would go 5 plus 9 squared. Sorry, this is 5. This is minus 5 minus 9 squared, plus 6 minus 9 squared, plus 8 minus 9 squared, plus 9 minus 9 squared, plus 10 minus 9 squared, plus 11 minus 9 squared, plus 14 minus 9 squared. And all that is in parentheses. I just skipped it for sake of time. All over n minus 1. So 7 minus 1 is 6. So we can just do that right off the bat, 6. And when you plug all of that into your calculator, you're going to you end up with 56 over 6, and that equals 9.3 repeating. So that is your mean, median, mode, range, and variance of this data set. So let's do another one. If I flip it over, and let's do mean, median, mode, range, variance of x. And x is going to equal, let's say it equals 5, 3, 4, 7. Just do something weird, right? So start right off the bat on the top again. Mean, it's the sum of your data. It's your average, right? So it's the sum of your data. 5 plus 3 plus 4 plus 7 all over 2. So when we do this math, 5 plus 3 plus 4 plus 7 divided by 2, that's going to give us 9.5. So 9.5 is our mean. And then we'll go right over to median. So you can look at what I was saying before of how now we have an even data set. So we have no genuine middle, and not only that, this data set isn't even in order, in numerical order. So then we reorder the data set to 3, 4, 5, and 7. There's still no middle. So what we do is we take n over 2, so n equals 4 on this. So we'll go 4 over 2 to the th plus n over 2 plus 1 th. Well, 4 over 2, sorry. All over 2. So that gives us, I'm sorry, 2th plus 3th. So that is all over 2. So that is our second and our third value over 2. So we take our, excuse me, we take our second and our third value, 4 plus 5 over 2, That gives us 9 over 2, which gives us 4.5. So our median is 4.5. Alright, mode. I wanted to give us one that had a mode, but when I was thinking of the variables, this one also has no mode, right? I'll screw that up just a tad. But it's just a max. So since everything has a 1, we don't do anything. But if this had, say, another 5 here, then that would be, that would be the mode at that point in time. Oh, let me fix this. Sorry. Okay, I might have to hold this for the rest of this. Next up is our range, which is our maximum versus our minimum value again. I find it easiest if we use this value. If we use one whenever we separated it here. So 7 minus 3 equals 4. So 4 is our range. Finally, variance. Sum of our x values minus our x bar values squared. So we go 5 plus 9.5 squared. Sorry, minus. Plus 5. Nope. Plus 3 minus 9.5 squared. Plus 4 minus 9.5 squared. Plus 7 minus 9.5 squared. All of that in parentheses. Over all of that over n minus 1, which is 3. So if we did this math, 5 minus 9.5, negative 4.5, and when we square that, we get 20.25 plus 3 minus 9.5 squared plus 42.25 plus 4 minus 9.5 squared equals 30.25 plus 7 minus 9.5 squared. 7 minus 9.5 squared. 6.25. All over 3. So then we'll do that math. 2 0.25 plus 4 2.25 plus 3 0.25 plus 6.25 divided by 3. And that gives us a variance of 33. So yeah, that is how you find the mean, median, mode, range, and variance of a data set. Thank you.